That is super glue.
He's gonna break his camera and take a picture.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We told everybody we was cutting the food off Saturday, so they're all leaving.
We're leaving Saturday too then.
Yeah. We gotta head south
We're actually leaving Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, I think we
Thought
are
we'd
trying to
stay
get
for
started early.
Thanksgiving.
You're gonna stay for Thanksgiving, just stay for the food.
Yeah,
And
that's
then they're
right.
gonna run, they're gonna eat
And
lunch.
not only that, we're probably gonna wanna take some turkey. Yeah, I can do
We
that.
can go up and down
This is your neighbor's garden house.
and bring back tools and.
Were you scared?
He can ride a golf cart.
He can ride a golf
You
cart.
could bring him snacks.
Yeah, a snack.
Yeah,
We don't get
snacks.
tired of snacks.
We're
Yeah.
not working anymore, he says he's not gonna come back. For the
Good.
reunion.
That's Dennis, not Phil. Clear. Man, like the road. And she said, oh, that's really good. So then he goes, now, he said, I need your pennies. He goes, wash, and no boots here. Rinse, and water every toe clear. Wash, and no boots here.
Yeah. He said, why'd you do that? He said, it got chapped lips. He said, will that cure chapped lips? Nope, it'll keep you from licking them.
Those are mine because I say the same ones over and over. About the,
Oh, I've heard some times I can't remember.
I know, I can't remember. Richard, are you around? About the church organist.
Oh, yeah.
She was well endowed, and some of the parishioners got a little offended when she got to playing that organ. It's just a little bit bouncy up there, and so they said, we got to do something about that. We can't have that in front of a congregation and all. We've got to do something about it. And they said, well, we heard if you rubbed, what was it?
Alum?
No, Richard, what was it? The church. And so they said, one of the ladies said, well, I'll suggest it to her, just sort of bring it up. And so she said, well, I guess I could try it. It won't be any harm. So she tried it, and the next morning the minister got up to give the sermon, and he said, due to circumstances beyond my control, I didn't preach the service this morning.
Very Ruth.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
I couldn't remember that word to say myself. That's the whole joke. I know. That's a key word. That's why I didn't want to get it wrong.
Persimmon.
I'm going to forget the punchline. I'm going to have to think about it a
You
minute.
sound like Betty Love.
Mom and Lynx always forget the punchline.
Yeah, Richard, what was it?
Huh? Started out.
She invited the minister over as she found
Oh, condom.
a condom in the park. And so I'm going to mess it up.
I think you already have.
She had it on the organ.
Yeah, she said it on the organ, a bowl of water, and the minister just couldn't imagine. He said, Miss Elsie, I just can't help but notice this thing you have on the organ. What is it? She said, oh, that. I'll mess it up now. I found it in the park, and it said, put on your organ to prevent contagious diseases.
What are you doing?
It's kind of different, and so pretty soon the middle-aged lady said something like, ring, ring, ring.
This girl was getting all dressed up to go out on a date, and her grandmother was there with her, and she came downstairs in this little tiny
See-through,
skimpy see-through top, and her grandma said, you can't go out with that top on, your rosebuds are showing. And she goes, oh, Grandma, just get over it, it'll be fine, everybody dresses like that, it's just the thing to do. And she goes, well, I just don't understand that, you can't go out like that. And so the girl just blew it away. So she goes out on her date, and she comes back, and her grandma's sitting on the couch, and she's buck naked from the waist up when they came in the door. And she goes, Grandma, you doing? And she goes, well, I figured if you could show your rosebuds, I could show my hanging baskets. And Mom told me that.
That's one of her favorites.
The little girl was coming down the stairway and she had a real thin blouse
Probably
on.
not.
She said it was better to show her rosebuds. And then about a couple of weeks later, Grandma came strutting down. She had a thin blouse on. And the granddaughter said, "Oh, Grandmother, you can't wear that." So Grandma said, "Well, I wanted to show my hanging baskets."
Funny.
He's driving with a busload of seniors down the highway when he is tapped on his shoulder by a little old lady. She offered him a handful of peanuts, which he gratefully munched up. About 15 minutes later, she tapped him on the shoulder again. She handed him another handful of peanuts. She repeated this gesture about 5 more times. When she is about to hand him another batch again, he asked the little old lady, why don't you eat the peanuts yourself?" "We can't chew them because we have no teeth," she replied. The puzzled driver asked, "Why do you buy them then?" The little old lady replied, "We just love the chocolate around them." What are you doing taking a picture of me?
A young woman, platinum blonde, nice looking, and it was her first day out, and she's out pulling people over and giving tickets. And she pulled this one lady over, and this lady was also a platinum blonde. And she said, "Ma'am, I need to see your driver's license." So the lady reached for her purse, and she's flipping through, and she can't find her license. So she dumps it out on the seat, and she rifles through it, and she still can't find her license. So finally she picked up her compact, and she handed it to the policewoman. The lady opened it up, she says, "Well, you didn't tell me you were a police officer."
It's a dumb blonde joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, all I do is just go up to the house and the lady will come to the door and I say, "Hello, I'm just selling Bibles and I want to know if you would like to buy one, or do you want me to read it to you?"
And he said, "So I had to name him." And she said, "Oh God, he's such an idiot. You know, what do you name him? You know?" And he said, "Well, you had a little girl and you had a little boy." She goes, "Okay, what'd you name the little girl?" And he said, "Well, I named her Denise." She thought, "Denise? Well, I like that. That's pretty good, you know." And she said, "Well, what'd you name my little boy?" And he said, "The nephew."
Yeah.
I use them for
We'll probably
private
have
stuff.
to take our baths and showers in there too.
I'm gonna start paying.
What's the matter with you, Richard?
My baby.
It's scary. She jerked him.
Jerk my rocking chair.
There.
Now let me get this straight. You people love each other, right? I'm not quite clear on that. Right, Joe?
Joe and Richard have some problems.
Oh. They have issues?
Yeah.
You can't call them problems nowadays.
Okay, issues.
They have
It's
issues?
just like Happy, they said he had issues being in that cage at the vet's office.
Oh, he had issues?
Yeah, because he doesn't like it to be put in there, and he snaps at you when he
we put him in there, like when you
Really?
go out the door and he grabs your shoes or something.
Oh, he has issues when you leave, yes, he does.
Yeah.
So down there in Alpharetta, they carried him
You
around.
got a chair, Lexa?
I'm fine.
You wanna sit here?
There's one right over
A
there.
random wet
Here.
pine hardwood floor.
No, I don't want to,
of
sit
it last
still.
Monday, and it was really
Sit
pretty.
still.
I've
Sit
never
there.
seen a pine
Is that your mom's old
hardwood
chair?
floor.
Yeah.
I thought it
Seen
was. I
that.
thought I'd
Wasn't
seen that
shiny.
chair
Won't
before.
they make that video on?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, it fits
But
my
it'll
back.
get
I got
darker
it
as it
when the
goes.
kids were little so I could rock them.
Come on, look.